Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So it's BET weekend here out here in Los Angeles, and I just want to talk about something. Mr. and Mrs. Jones will always be your next door neighbor. And why I'm telling you guys this is I see people blowing an exorbitant amount of money on bottles, renting cars, outfits, you name it. Whatever you're trying to do to impress, that's what you're doing. And the reality is, when you wake up the next day, or even when you leave that venue, you're back to square one. And you see so many people worrying about what reflects in the background of the mirror as opposed to what reflects in the foreground of the mirror. You know, you are your own competition. And it's just imperative that we change and shift our mental paradigm that we are not in competition with others, because we always can do better than we did yesterday. I mean, it's just God made us that way, whoever God you believe in, you know. And I see so much fake stuff going on, you know what I mean? Mr. and Mrs. Jones will always live next door to you, no matter if you change neighborhoods, if you go up in the tax bracket or even go down in the tax bracket, or even get a new position at your job, excuse me. You're always going to be in competition with Mr. and Mrs. Jones. So I just want to leave you guys with this. Invest in yourself. Invest in your passion. Invest in your dreams. These temporary solutions to get pussy or to make a man feel good, get rid of those notions. Train your mind to get rid of those notions, because Monday morning is always going to come. And Monday morning, when we go back to our 9 to 5s and hit reality, got to take our child to school, and we're living 70% of America is living paycheck to paycheck. So whenever I go out, I'm like 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. You know, it's just I'm a real pragmatic person. You know what I mean? So, and it's just imperative, man, that we, whatever your last name is, compare yourself to your last name, not Mr. and Mrs. Jones, because they're always going to be there. You know, I know when we look at TV, it excites our imagination that one day we could quite possibly be that, and you quite possibly can. But there's a roadmap to that. There's a navigation system that will get you to that. It's not celebrating without the hard work. You know, there's a lot of celebratory actions going on, and I just want to leave you guys with that, man. Compete against yourself. Mr. and Mrs. Jones is always going to be there. Trust me. No matter where you go or what you do in life, Mr. and Mrs. Jones will always be present, but your job is to worry about what's on the last name of your jersey. as you know, they used to say in college, the front name of the jersey is always going to be there. You know, the Knicks, the Lakers. But if your last name is Hawthorne like mine, or Jones or Williams like yours, or Thompson or Martinez, or, you know, Ramirez, whatever the case may be, invest in the last name, not the front of the jersey. All right, and I just want to leave you guys with that, because it's crazy out here in LA this weekend. I just want to encourage and inspire y'all. So anyways, have a great weekend, and enjoy your family. If you're in LA, be safe. I know it's turn up season. I've had a good weekend, but you know, I spent a minimal amount of money, and I'll talk about that in another video. You know, it's just crazy. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Peace.